A database system's architecture is the internal components and how they work together. This includes the query processor, which interprets and executes queries to retrieve and modify data. It also performs query optimization to make sure that the queries are performed efficiently. And then there's the storage manager, which translates instructions from the query processor into low-level commands that the file system can understand for retrieving or modifying data. Indexes help the storage manager locate data much faster. There's a transaction manager, which makes sure that the transactions are properly executed without conflicts between the concurrent transactions. In the event of a transaction or system failure, the transaction manager restores the database to a consistent state. There's log files, which is a text file that contains records of all the queries processed by the database. A log file is written by the transaction manager before they are committed or applied to the database. And the transaction manager also uses log records to restore the database in the case of a failure. And then finally, catalog, also sometimes called a data dictionary, which is a directory of database tables, columns, indexes, or other objects. Database systems have different components and capabilities. For example, there's some databases that don't support transactions and they won't have a transaction manager. So a lot of these database systems are different from each other, but the list shown here is what they typically do include.